Good morning. How is your morning? How is your morning? How is your week so far? So all right, so this is another Saturday, another Friday, another Thursday. So this week has been nothing short of great, but some of you have not taken advantage. So starting off with yesterday's setup, so that was yesterday's setup. So good morning once again. Today is a great day. Today is on Thursday, the 19th of February. We are currently in the second half of the month. And the second half of the month is when we are usually anticipating the moves. So today being on a Thursday, I'm looking to take a trade, a buy trade, by the way, a buy trade. So price has opened with a small gap here, and that small gap is in the 5 minutes time frame, and it's also in the 1 minute time frame. So I'm expecting that gap to be filled. After it is filled, after that gap is filled, I will be expecting that the price is also going to do maybe a reversal, sort of a reversal today. So today might be a reversal day, and then tomorrow we shall finish. So this is what I am expecting to see today. So as now, maybe in the evening or tomorrow we shall continue with the trend. So let us try. $1.3477. So I am in that trade because why am I in? We have a break of market structure here in the 15 minutes time frame first, not just any time frame, 15 minutes time frame. $1.34 $1.3490. So I'm setting a serious buy limit of 0.1 0.10. So the buy limit is 90 minus 77. Alright, so this is the way my buy limit looks like. My long position. So this is what I want to see. So this is just a retracement up to that point. Then when we are up to that point, now we can think of getting you can think of getting in 0.15. So buy limit 3.4900 and then 3.477, then 3.4540. Alright, so I'm in a GBPUSD trade right now. The first entry I have gotten in at the current market level. The second entry I am anticipating that at least price is going to come and fill this small fair value gap here, so that we can come up to this level, which is a sweet spot level. Okay. So the risk for this trade is 20 times 1, that is 2600. So $200. So $200 times so these are 1.6. 1:1:6 trades. No, 1:1:4. 1:1:4. So this week has not been very bad if you have been keen. If you have been keen enough, this week has not been extremely bad for you. The only way this week has been bad for you is if you have not been taking care of your risk. Now, my overall bias for GBPUSD is still a buy. That is still a sell on this week based on our price action for this week. So price action for this week has just been nothing but a buy, a sell, just sell opportunities. So I'm expecting that we are going to get such a move. Do you see this move from this point to this point? That's a retracement. So I'm expecting that we are going to have that retracement today also, possibly during the London session. Then we can get to the what do you call it? We can get to this level here, which is a sweet spot level. Okay, so that is just the way I do my trading every day. All right, so of course my risk is intact, my analysis is on point. So I don't know anything else which will be. Now that is GBPUSD. We can go to gold. Although I'm not taking any gold trades, I don't take gold trades. I don't. So yesterday, our analysis, what was our analysis yesterday? So gold is still on a very serious buy, and because of that, we By the way, gold is on a very serious buy. The problem is the entries. So let us just first check USD. So USD, our anticipation was that price was going to get to this level. But unfortunately, price never got to that level. So what did price do instead? God damn. So for USD, my bias is still a buy. That's a long-term buy because we have a low of the week here. So what I would wish to see on USD, because we have clearly broken all these levels, all of them. All of them, my friends. So now when we step into the 4-hour time frame, so these were 4-hour order blocks here, and the price has closed above them. So this is what I expect for USD today. That is exactly what I expect for USD today. So allow me to set my buy limit on USD. So now what happens? So when we have that is 293, 291. That is 0. So I'm setting an alert. I'm setting a buy limit. I'm setting a buy limit at 49. 49. 49,426. And then I'm setting my stop loss at 49 100. So okay, and then take profit. I'm setting the take profit at 51,000. Okay. So my buy limit is set. So we are entering in profits on GBPUSD. By the way, even 30 pips is more than enough for me. So I'm here. I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time. So it's 1/2. How do I add? How do I add more pairs on my MT4? Okay. I would still wish for price to come and tag us in at level 3490. Level 3490. But if not, that's okay. That's very okay. That's very, very, very okay. So the reason I have bought GBPUSD is because the first thing I've noted in the market when I've opened my trading view is that we already have a break of market structure here. A break of market structure. Sorry for that. And when there's a break of market structure, there's a possibility that price will give us an entry to the upside very easily. Very, very easily. So we just have to be patient a bit and maybe get what we want. But eventually, price is going to get to where we are anticipating it to get to. How do I add? Control U. Alright. Okay, so price has refused to get us into the tag us in on level 1.3489, but we are not going to force it because remember I had already gotten in with a smaller lot size. It is what we call the early entries or the early birds. Early birds. All right. For US30, since we still have time, and the market does not open until 4:30. So my buy limit is there I've put my buy limit there. I don't know, what do you think about this level? This is a very good level for a buy position. Or am I doing too much? Is there news today? Let us see whether there is news today, so that now we can know. Well, I don't like trading during FOMC. So yesterday, that is why I was not in the markets, because FOMC is not a very good. So a price filter. So today we have news at 4:30. So our move, our US30 move, is quite very valid, because by me picking this sweet spot level, what I'm essentially telling you, or what I'm essentially telling myself, is that I'm going to wait for price to do what? To come and take out these equal lows here, and then react at this. Take out. Okay, let me enlarge this for you. So essentially what I'm telling you is that I am anticipating that price is going to come and take out this low here, okay, which was formed yesterday. Then we also have this low here, which was formed yesterday, okay. So my anticipation is that price is going to come and take out those lows, and the action of taking out those lows is called engineering liquidity. So I'm anticipating that price is going to come and engineer liquidity at these levels. So it may even leave a wick here. So my buy limit, so long position. So my long position is like that. By the way, once I am tagged in this position, believe it or not, now that is the beginning of my swing trade, my longest swing trade in the world. The longest swing trade. Okay, so I have put my stop loss in a zone where price is going to play around, to give me what I want. Okay, so my stop loss is quite tight. It's not tight. So when you open the 1 hour time frame, my stop loss is there. It is there. Okay, it is there. They are clean and smart. Okay. So the GBPUSD trade is going on very well. Okay, we were on US 30. So US 30, that is my ideal. That is the best. Or can I use 45, 49? No, no, no. No, 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 no. Where it is, that is the best level. That is the best level. Okay, so we had GBPUSD. Now I had two entries here. The first entry on GBPUSD was what? Was at the immediate current market level. At the immediate current market level. Now once that was exhausted, because price has not yet gotten to this level, I also got in using a market level entry. So either way, whatever happens, I'll get out with a small profit. So that is my analysis and my prediction for today. Okay? Now when the market gets to this level, I also expect what do we call it? expect the market to turn back and continue in its sell. So this is our take profit for GBPUSD. And remember, we said that the first 30 pips, we have to take the first 30 pips off. Because 30 pips are usually what we call the bread and the butter. The bread and the butter. So we also have Euro USD here. So Euro USD still has a distance to cover before we get to the monthly sweet spot. So even Euro USD, I think we should also set a sell limit on Euro USD. So I'm setting a sell limit on Euro USD at 1.183. And then I'm placing my sell limit. Yeah. Then my stop loss. Where is my stop loss? 1.1863. Then my take profit 1.1749. So this is where I want to place my sell on Euro USD. Okay, so right now we have 3 trades. One trade is running, the other trade is not running. So someone is telling me to analyze USD cards. USD cards. So what we are having today is what we are calling a retracement. Okay, so that is what I'm anticipating today across all pairs. So GBPUSD has been selling the whole week. USD card has been buying the whole week. So now today we are having a bit of retracement so that we can continue on the normal direction. So for USD card, so for USD card, I'll wait for it around here. So a buy position for USD card. Someone is asking me whether I'm live trading. No, 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 no. I am joking. I'm doing some comedy here. So USD card, the best buy position will be at 36.60. 36.60. $36.60 will be my buy position for GBP USD. I'm also expecting that today's news, well, are what are going to push is what is today's news is what is going to push a pair like US30 to the upward level, to the buy side, to buy side. Okay? So today's news at 4:30, Forex Factory. So today's news at 4:30 p.m. or 8:30 a.m. is what is going to give us now the proper entries to the long side. What do I mean by that? So what I mean is that US30, to me it has to come and collect more liquidity from the point at which it is. Something like this. Something sort of like this now. Okay, in fact I should take my buy limit, and then I bring it closer to yesterday's week. So it looks like yesterday's week was the catalyst. So today we just have to get another entry to the buy side, and when we get inside a buy side, trust me, this trade I'm going to hold it for a very long time. Okay? If you have been caught up in the last few days price action on US30, you might have seen, imagine, from that last day 13th to Wednesday 18th, US30 has been just consolidating, and then producing some very heavy and some very nasty weeks. Heavy and nasty weeks. So this week or today's trade is simple. Get a better entry, because already in the 1 hour time frame we have already confirmed what we call the low of the week. Now today, being Thursday, we would like to get a retracement, and that retracement should come to where? Should come to this level. So this is the level we are going to comfortably buy in. So those are now two pairs. Now on Euro USD, so what I'm seeing on currencies like Euro USD and GBP USD is that next week might be the week now we start moving up, but for indices like US30, this week might be the week we start moving upwards. Because remember, this whole move of US30 so US30 has come to this retracement. It has come back to this retracement. So we get in here, we give price an opportunity to play around, then we start adding more positions to that pair. So our GBPUSD trade is going on quite well. So we are in now, because price refused to come back to our entry. So now I only had two entries. So the first entry was there. That was the first entry. So this week has been nothing short of, do we say great? I cannot say great, but it has been a good week. This week has provided some very good setups. So we really cannot complain as much as we would want, but it has been a good week. And I hope next week will be even better. We always hope for better weeks. By the way, if there is something which is going to save you in this market, it's only risk management. By the way, there is nothing else which can save you. Okay. So these are my trades right now. If you have not yet taken note of my trades, take them because I'm about to go offline. I'll just hold these trades until New York. So I'll be holding this trade until New York session. So buy trade for GBPUSD, sell limit trade for US30. So we take a sell level as a buy here, then we see whether it is going to get to at least 51,000. You know, at least 51,000. So thank you once again for your time, and I hope to see you during the New York session.